The original Dumbo is one of the earliest films I can remember watching as a child. It's one of the few memories I have of my granddad because he recorded it off the TV onto a VHS tape for me to watch. So I have an emotional resonance to Dumbo because the song Baby Mine reminds me of my granddad. And yes, at the family screening of the live-action remake of Dumbo, I sobbed like an ugly mess when that song came on. Cried in front of like 200 children. It was like primary school assembly all over again. Except this time, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Hey up guys, so today's film that I'm reviewing is the live-action remake of Disney's second ever film, Dumbo. The original Dumbo was made back in 1941 and was only just over an hour long, but Tim Burton has adapted the original tale of the flying elephant into a uplifting live-action family frolic which will leave you feeling all gushy in your seat when the credits roll. This is the first of 3 Disney live-action remakes that we're getting this year. We've got Dumbo, we've got Aladdin, and we've got The Lion King, all coming out this year. Disney are really plucking at the nostalgia nerves in order to make cash. I wasn't a big fan of the remake of Beauty and the Beast, and I do have my own issues with the idea of Disney churning out every hit in their wheelhouse into a live-action version. But when they find a new angle, like they did with The Jungle Book or Maleficent, rather than it being just a shot-for-shot remake, then they tend to go down well with me. Dumbo thankfully falls into this category. It almost feels like a brand new movie. There's no talking animals here. Instead, we watch Dumbo through the eyes of the Farrier family, which consists of Colin Farrell's father character, Holt, his wannabe scientist daughter, Millie, who's played by Rico Parker, and their enthusiastic son Joe, who's played by Finley Hobbins. Holt was once the star attraction of the Medici brothers' traveling circus, along with his wife, as cowboy wranglers. But he suffered significant loss. He lost his arm in the war, and he also lost his wife. So, unable to do his act now, his boss and ringmaster Max Medici, played marvelously by Danny Devito, reassigns him to the job of looking after the elephants along with his kids, where they discover the elephant Mama Jumbo has given birth to a baby with ginormous ears. The kids develop an attachment to the baby elephant, but Max thinks he's been hoodwinked and forces the supplier to take the mama elephant back. But the kids soon discover that Dumbo's ears allow him the ability to fly, so the kids hatch a plan for him to become a star attraction and make enough money so they can buy his mother back. I really enjoyed what Tim Burton has done here, guys. This isn't a copy and paste job. There's enough here to please fans of the original, as well as kids who've never seen it before. We get the Baby Mine song, a new slant on the Pink Elephants number, which I was hypnotized by, and the emotional undertow of getting Dumbo back to his mother is still at the core. But it's the addition of the human characters which gives this film a new perspective. Michael Keaton's character V.A. Vanderveer, who owns this amusement park called Dreamland, which is essentially Disneyland on steroids, says, "You've made me feel like a child again whilst watching Dumbo." And it's a little on the nose, but that's what Tim Burton has accomplished here, because I felt the same sense of bedazzlement watching certain sequences in this film. There were bits where I was in awe. Seeing this elephant fly took me back to my childhood because I believed in the magic. I got goosebumps watching it, which is a testament to the CGI. The elephants in this film look amazing. I really believed he was flying. The acting was great too. I think Danny Devito was my favorite as the grouchy Max. He had some cracking one-liners. I also love seeing Danny DeVito on screen with Michael Keaton again because it's like a reunion of Batman and the Penguin. Michael Keaton was fantastic too. He's channeling the business-savvy energy of Ray Kroc from The Founder, but he's also got the eccentricity of Beetlejuice, and yeah, superb performance. Eva Green was also fantastic as the trapeze artist Colette. Her connection to Dumbo felt very authentic. The kids were pretty good in it too. I think I preferred Finley Hobbins' performance over Nico Parker's just because he showed a bit more range. I'm not saying that Nico Parker gives a bad performance, but it kind of feels like she has the exact same expression on her face in every single scene. Show me excitement that you've just seen an elephant fly for the first time. Show me sadness that Dumbo's mother is being taken away. Show me fear that you're trapped in a burning circus tent. See what I mean? It's just the same face over and over again. Colin Farrell, I thought, was slightly underused. Arguably, he's the main human character, but it felt like his character was sidelined for the majority of this film. I will say though, I was impressed by how his character managed to climb an almost vertical tent with one arm. That defied logic, but this is a film about flying elephants, so who am I to talk about logic? Danny Elfman's score was also magnificent. It wasn't as strikingly Elfman, if you know what I mean. Like, there's definitely been some Disney fabric softener added to the score, but it's still wonderful. As for my negatives when it comes to Dumbo, I will say it does feel like the writers are kind of forcing a feminist message in places, particularly with the character of Millie and wanting to be a scientist and be known for her mind. And that's lovely, it's all well and good, it's just, it feels a bit blunt in places. Like, we get it, you don't need to force it down our throats. And there were a couple moments where I didn't quite agree with the message they were putting across. There was this line where they said, nobody wants to be alone, when Dumbo is coming to terms with the fact that his mother's been taken away. And I didn't quite agree with that. I think being alone sometimes can actually help you process grief. I know I, for one, would want some time to be alone so I could process that loss. You don't constantly need people around you to tell you it's going to get better. It's nice to have support, but sometimes you need a moment to breathe. But overall, Dumbo is still a very lovely film. It's got magic, it's got heart, it does have an uplifting message. Thankfully, Tim Burton had the common sense not to put racially stereotypical crows into this version, but this film has some gorgeous cinematography, an emotionally charged score, and some stunning visuals and set pieces. So let's ask those three questions. Firstly, will I watch this again? Of course. Second question, do I recommend it for you guys? This remake will be a perfect family outing. Kids will be bedazzled by it. Parents are going to get something familiar but fresh. If you're a diehard Disney fan, you're going to love this. So yes, I'd recommend this one. And third question, what score am I going to give it out of 10? A few minor quibbles that stem from a slightly underfurnished script. So I'm going to give Dumbo a score of 7.5 out of 10. There you go, guys. That is my review of Dumbo. But this is just one bloke's opinion. I'd love to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of Tim Burton's remake? And my quick question for you guys today is, what classic Disney film do you want to see be given a live-action remake? Whatever you think, be sure to let me know in that comment section below. If you guys do like my channel, please don't forget to click subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you can find all that information in the video description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.